Good morning, my people. It is May 16th, and I have a date with the law. I have to go to court because I forgot to register my car again, and this time they gave me a ticket to appear. So I'm there, hopefully I won't forget. I mean, shit, I don't want to go to court again, so I better not forget. I took the day off, obviously, because I need to to get this done. But I just wanted to put up a video. I know I haven't put videos up, a whole bunch of videos, because to be honest, I have been chilling. I am so relaxed. I get to go home and do whatever the fuck I want to do. If I want to sit and watch TV, then I sit and watch TV. If I want to unpack some shit, I'll unpack some shit. But for the most part, when I was living with my ex, there was so much tension. I couldn't relax. There was an expectation, so many expectations, and it was too much. I told you guys I was not going to do summer classes, but I am, because I just want to get it over with, and get money for a master's in what I'm actually teaching. You know what'd be funny? Let me tell you what'd be funny. I mean, maybe not funny, but it would suck if I actually get my master's in art education and then I'm hired as a administrator. You don't see my eyes rolling right now because I have my sunglasses on, but after all this, then anyway, I do have my master's in administration. So they already hired me as a department chair, so the next step would be an AP. I was a department chair where I taught in the other school that I was at, and I never became an AP. I don't know, I don't mind dealing with kids. I understand, and not kids because they're teenagers, but sometimes these parents, shit, they're worse than their own children. So anyway, all I'm saying is that that would be funny if I, a year after I get this master's, I get hired as an AP. And you know what's going to happen? Exactly that. That's exactly what's going to happen. But anyway, Julio took the bus to school today, and I have not received any messages that says that your child has not showed up to class, so that's a good thing. That means he made it to school. And I think he was looking forward to it. It gives him a little bit of independence, but it's a little bit of an excitement, I guess, because it's not his mother dropping him off at school. But maybe he feels like a normal kid. Poor child, has always literally gone to school. Almost his entire school career has been going to school with me. I think only 4 years, well, I guess half. 4 years of his school career, he has not come to school with me. Poor kid. Well, maybe not. Maybe only second, third, only 2 years. Because when he was in middle school, he would have to come to school with me, but then he would take the bus to school, and then I would pick him up. Anyway, but remember I told you guys I sent a text to the ex, how I felt, and hasn't responded. And I'm okay with it. I'm not being you know, like tormented. Oh my gosh, she hasn't responded. Oh my God, I wonder what she thinks. Oh my God. I'm not. I don't feel that way. I'm just sharing that she hasn't responded because it was the expectation that I had. And that's it, you know. But I am proud of myself that I am not like worried or concerned that she has not replied, because in the past, in our relationship when we were together, if I had sent her a text and she'd taken, I mean, obviously she would never take a day or two because we lived in the same house, but she would, if she would take a long time to reply, then I would feel like, I don't know, abandonment or neglect, or, oh, she doesn't love me, you know, kind of shit like that. But I guess that the expectations are different now because, you know, we're not in a relationship, in a, as she calls it, a romantic relationship, which this is a little personal to share. Maybe I shouldn't share it. I'm not going to share this. But anyway, I'll keep this one to myself. And not because she might be listening, because I know she's not watching the videos, but because it is very personal. And, you know, although these video journals are personal, I want to keep some things to myself, you know. Yeah, I'll keep that to myself. If you're watching the video and you want to know, text me and I'll share. But I will not post it on here. Anyway, so, you know, and she did ask me, when can we be friends? You know, since we are not in a romantic relationship, when can we be friends? And I'm not ready there yet, you know? I'm not, and I said in the past, you know, that's going to take a little bit, you know? You know, and when that time comes, then hopefully I'm still sharing these videos, and I will let you guys know as well. But it's not anytime soon. It's not going to happen anytime soon. You know, one thing that I do think about all the time is that I was primarily the one who cooked in the house, right? And I know it's stupid, but I think about, are they eating well? You know, I know it's stupid, right? But that's just that empath that I am, you know, that I think of others. And it's not that I shouldn't care. Of course I should care. You know, she was my partner for a little bit. And her son, you know. I mean, her son was not my partner, you know what I mean, in my life. But so I think about those things. You know, like when I cook, it's like, oh, the kid would have really liked this meal. Or even she would have liked this meal. You know, but it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be a concern of mine, you know, not anymore. Because, you know, we're not in a relationship. So I am not going to talk a lot. I thought I was going to make you guys a long video today. But I'm not going to talk a lot because my darling Alyssa put up a video yesterday. And I was so engrossed in my show, The Rookie, that I did not listen to it. I started listening to it before I went to bed. And it was so good. But then I was so tired. I was like, oh my God. And I was falling asleep. And I really did not want to not listen to it attentively, right? So I turned it off, and I said I need to listen to it when I am alert and vigilant, so I can internalize everything she has to say. So why not do it while I'm driving, right? Not that I need to focus on anything. Actually, I should probably, you know, wait a little longer. But I'm going to listen to it. So I'm going to cut this video short, and I'm going to listen to it. I really do love her insight. She's such a wise young lady. And I'm sure her wisdom comes with experience, you know. She's been through the shit. So you know, she can speak of her experience. And the one that she has now, shit, I gotta get on this side. The one that she has now is actually on like attaching yourself too quickly to a partner. And I believe that happened with my ex. I mean, it even happened with my first marriage, I believe. The only person that did not happen with was Bob. And I believe that I was a lot wiser and a little bit more confident when I met Bob. Although I still lack some, but I was still more. And I did not jump. I actually asked Bob out. I used to, anyway, that's another story. So, you know, I think that's the only relationship that I have been on that I did not like fall quickly. Like it took me a little bit to really fall for Bob. And that's healthy. So anyway, so the video that she uploaded or she shared on YouTube, it's about making like connections too quickly or falling for somebody too quickly. So I am so excited to listen to it because that is definitely a fault of mine. And I am going to call it a fault because that is not healthy, right? It's not healthy. And I know that shit, when I met my ex, and we met in an app, I don't know if I shared that with you, but we met in a, you know, it's the first time I came out of the closet, and I wanted to, you know, to experience a lesbian relationship, and I didn't know where to look, I didn't know where to go, I didn't know, you know, where the lesbian hangouts were. So I did go into an app, and that's where I met her, and I was smitten. And when I started talking to her, you know, shit, I said I was gonna make this a long video, and it's a long video. So when I met her, you know, I told you I was kind of getting to know a lot of lesbians, and when I met her, I was talking to some other lady who was local, and my ex was not local. My ex was a few miles away. I mean, 3,760 something miles away. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so the day that I met, that I actually sent her a message, and she never replied, so I deleted it. I was like, fuck you, man, you're too good to answer back, fuck you then. So I deleted it. But then she sent me a message and reached out to me and said, oh, so what kind of an artist are you? And what the first thing that kind of pushed me away from her profile was that she said that she was a smoker and that she was best friends with her ex-wife. So that was like, I don't know if I want any of that. That was the first thing that kind of I was a little bit worried about. And but I sent her a message anyway. I think, oh, she's kind of cute. She's kind of my, you know, what I would like in a partner. And but she never replied, so I deleted. I said, fuck you, you know, I deleted the message. Anyway, so like a day or two, she sent me a message asking me, what kind of an artist are you, or something like that. I don't even remember. And I was talking to another local lady, and that same night that I was chatting the first time. Man, I'm getting all the red lights today, or yellow light. I'm just trying to be good. So when I hold on, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about, so when the first night that we were texting back and forth, that we were like getting to really know each other, I had a date with some woman, and we were gonna go to like a Friday festival, some shit like that, in the town that I lived in. And I wasn't into this woman. I was just, getting to know people. And she brought her daughters with her. And oh my goodness, I did not feel comfortable. Like, she tried to hold my hands when we were like, like in that event, and we did not know each other like that. We had spoken to each other a few times, and we met up for coffee, and this was like our first, I don't even want to call it a date, because it wasn't a date, because I was going, and she's like, oh, I would love to go. I was like, okay. So anyway, and I did not want to stop talking to my ex to go on this date. But of course, I said, look, I have this prior commitment. I have to go. And I just couldn't wait for that date to be over so I can continue talking to my ex. But, all that to say that in that conversation, I was already falling for her. I was already falling for this woman that I didn't know, that had rejected me already. And like, just what we were sharing and what we were discussing, and and that is, I don't know how healthy that is. I'm guessing it's pajama day at school, some schools, because I just saw a kid in their pajama. Maybe not. Maybe she just got lazy, didn't want to get out of bed. So anyway, I think that I fall too quickly, and obviously that's an issue. I need to really get to know the person before, and I am 50, people. I don't even know if I want to do this again. I don't even know if I want to get it. Okay, go, lady, go. I don't even want to know if I want to get involved in another relationship like that, because it is difficult, although I am doing much better, it doesn't mean that I don't think of her. It doesn't mean that I wonder the ifs, and I don't want that. I don't want the that shit in my head. I told you, like I said in the previous videos, I think I'm just gonna hook up, have some clean sex, and that's it. I think that's it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Raise my son, make him a good man, worry about his life, make sure that he's making good choices and doesn't do the same mistakes that I made, and hope for the best, because I do not know. And another thing, my ex-husband, I was texting back and forth. He has to pay child support, is in an agreement. And I told you in the past videos that he was not another yellow light, but I'm close, so I'm gonna go. He was not a good person, but he also had his own issues. Not making excuses, but he also had he has to deal with his own demons. And he was really nasty and mean to me in the divorce. I really wanted, because we were married for 22 years, and I really thought that, I don't want to say paid my dues, right? But I thought that maybe it could be an amicable divorce. And I gave up a lot, and I'm telling you, a lot. And it was primarily because I had that guilt of shit, it's not fair to him that I was a lesbian all this time and I never shared that with him, right? So I felt some kind of guilt. So I was very lenient in this divorce. I did not demand a lot, and a lot of the things that I not even demanded but requested were not even granted. But anyway, he called me up and he's telling me that, look, it's becoming difficult to pay the child support, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to lose the house, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know, what goes around comes around, right? I didn't say that. And, you know, in some degree, I kind of feel bad because he is a human and he's suffering. But in context, like, well, you know, karma is a bitch. And I'm a firm believer that what goes around comes around. I am a firm believer in that. And that's why you got to be kind, people. Be kind. No matter how much you dislike a person, you got to be kind. Because you don't want that shit coming back on you. Anyway, so child support was incomplete this month. But I thank God that my son and I are not in desperate or dire need. That I said to him, okay, well, of course you need to pay it by the end of the month, but you pay it when you can. And that's it. You know? That's it. So hopefully, anyway, that thought came into my mind. Holy shit, I am an artist. I swear I'm an artist. You know, my brain goes from, and my ex hated that. Not that I'm an artist, but she hated that my brain bounced around so much. But that's just how I am. That's just, you know, who artists are and how they function in their brain. And I know that because obviously I have artist friends. And anyway, so the reason why I brought that up about my ex is because, you know, for a split second, I thought of myself like, shit, do you want to be back with a man and not with a woman? And I thought about that for like a fraction of a second when he was talking back. And then I quickly was like, fuck no. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You know, because you just know, right? Emotionally, even sexually, you know, like what you want. And I was like, just for like, I literally like maybe 6 seconds, I thought about that. And I was like, nah, not going to happen. You know? So the one thing though that I learned about myself is that I do have a type. I do have a type, and I do not know if that type is a reflection of me, like the type of women I like, but I do have a type, and I'm very picky. I know that's a horrible thing. Well, no, it's not a horrible. I have standards, right? But anyway, I am very, you know, I've joined many groups, and not just like hookup groups. It's just, you know, lesbian women or like pride groups and all of that. And there's a lot of women that you know, we chat back and forth, but you know, not my type. You know, not my type. Not what I'm into. But anyway, I will not go back to men. Definitely. Lady, what the heck? Sorry. I will not go back to men. I did it for longer than I needed to. And I tortured myself longer than I needed to. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. All right. I am gonna cut this because I have about maybe 15 minutes left on my ride. So this is literally, and I'm not even halfway done, but this was the trip I had to take before I moved out. And this is only halfway through, and this video has been 20 minutes. Holy shit. shit, 25 minutes. So anyway, just saying, a lot shorter trip now. So that's a good thing. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it. I want to watch. I want to listen to the video. So bye, people.